That down. Let's talk about this, shall we? You know, a lot of people look forward to the Super Bowl for the football game. But in recent years, a lot of people also look forward to the Super Bowl just to see the commercials and us movie fans, the trailers. What movie spots are they going to show? So I thought we'd take a minute to go through the movie spots that dropped, break them down a little bit for you, and see how this one fared. All right. Starting with this one.
Starting off big. Let's go, baby.
Most anticipated film.
The Smurfs spot. Listen, I honestly think this trailer is a crime against humanity. And listen, I say this with a great amount of love in my heart for Paramount. I love Paramount. I love a lot of things they've done recently. I'm excited for the studio. This is an abomination. This trailer spot is like so ill-advised. You know, I actually had a movie studio once, had contracted me to give thoughts on scripts and stuff like that, and had Paramount thought to give me a call and say, hey, can you check this trailer out for us and let us know you think we should drop this? I would have saved you a lot of embarrassment, because no, you should not. Yeah, Chris, has your mind changed on the Smurfs trailer at all?
No.
Oh, you like it?
Why? Why do we keep trying to make this movie? There's somebody out there who loves the Smurfs, I bet.
I like the Smurfs. I would be down for a good Smurfs movie.
If there was a good one, I guess. I don't know. They keep not being good. And frankly, the show, even as a child, I was like, this is weird.
I loved it as a kid.
I mean, it's great at teaching you about socialism, which is, you know, that's what that show's point and thrust was. But
Rob, you think the big game spot moved the needle at all?
No, I'm with you guys. Like, here's the thing. To me, the Smurfs, I know the Smurfs are what they are, but I would much rather see a Smurf movie that's more along the lines of the Wild Robot than it is along the lines of whatever their swill they're serving up to us. I mean, there's a sensibility. There's something warm and fuzzy and heartwarming about the Smurfs. And
when done right.
Yeah, done right. To drench them in this modern pop culture. I mean, you watch the trailer, it's already dated. You know, and
before we started, I told Ray, because I had to watch the trailer. I was forced to. And I was like, so this is going to be my prediction. Just past expiration, hip hop references. And then we're going to have like some force, like this is the like Gen Z, like happening now. It's like, well, no, even if it was good, 20 years from now, it's going to be so dated because they're going to be like, that's not what's cool now.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
but the one saving grace this thing has is influencer Smurf. I mean, that was the stroke of genius right there,
That was
right?
basically what I was referring to.
How can this movie not succeed with influencer Smurf?
I mean, fairy tale characters should, I mean, there's a timeless quality to them. And when you make a fairy tale timeless, it can exist forever.
Mm-hmm.
Influencer?
Yeah.
Influencer
Why
Smurf.
not OnlyFans Smurf?
Hey, there we go.
Robert, no.
Don't look at my browser history.
Oh,
That's
no.
all I'm saying.
That's what's next. All right, we got to go move a little quicker here because there's a bunch to cover. Okay, another big game spot they dropped was for Novocaine. I'm telling you what, I am shockingly excited for this movie.
It looks good.
I think the trailers have been great. Jack Quaid is on a roll, not just with The Boys. Also, he just did Companion, which he was great in Companion. And now he's got this coming out. You got Amber Midthunder from Prey, who's his co-star in this. I mean, it's a little dark man, right?
Yeah.
It's a little dark man.
Okay.
I can't feel pain. Okay. But you know what? It looks charming and delightful, and I love the spot, and I can't wait to see it. What are your thoughts on this one right now?
Oh, man, I can't wait either. Especially because Jack Quaid, after my review of Companion on Instagram, said he loves me and that he would die for me.
He did. For those of you who don't know, he actually did. Randomly, he doesn't know Robert, doesn't follow Robert, but Rob put up his thing on Instagram how much he loved a Companion, and Jack Quaid literally reposted and said, I don't know who this man is, but I will die for him.
And I love him.
It was great. Jack
You
Quaid's
go,
that kind of
Jack
guy.
Quaid.
Yeah.
Where's your anticipation level like for this?
This looks great, honestly. I know I'm going to have a hard time with it. I'm going to probably watch some of it behind my hands, but this looks lovely. It looks so fun, and I love Jack Quaid.
I do
Oh
too.
my gosh. Talk about, like, everyone throws around Nepo Baby, right? This is a guy who has worked so hard.
He's earned it.
He's
earned it.
such a good performer. He's so great in whatever he does. I love him.
All right, let's move on to this one. This one's got some differing opinions, but they dropped the big game spot for Jurassic World. Now, of course, they did drop the trailer already. Like, that's the new trend. They dropped the Super Bowl trailers on YouTube a little bit early. Again, that's happened with many of these, but they dropped the big game spot. So we're really just kind of revisiting what we thought about the trailer. Listen, I'll tell you what. I am gaining enthusiasm for this Jurassic World movie. Now, that's not hard considering I was like, why are you doing this one? I get it. $1 billion franchise. I kind of like the trailer. And again, like to me, Rob, I was saying that the Jurassic World movies and Jurassic Park movies are just basically zombie movies. I mean, it's the same thing over and over again, but you can do better than others. They got a fresh take, whole new cast. I mean, Mahershala Ali accepted a role in this movie for a reason, I guess. He certainly wasn't busy with Blade.
Yeah.
But I like the spot. How did you feel about it?
I liked it. I mean, look, they've got the big attack on the boat in the water, which was something that was out of the first Jurassic Park novel that they never used. I like Scarlett Johansson a lot. I like Mahershala Ali a lot. My only problem with this movie more as a concept is that, okay, we're going back to the original test island where the
is that where they went for number 2 or number 3?
Feels like Lost World to me.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It does. Isla Sorna, you know,
Sorna,
and it's
Nublar,
Isla
Sorna.
Nublar, Isla Sorna, and I'm like, okay, it's not exactly fresh in terms of its like. I want to see dinosaurs rampaging through like where lots of humans are.
Well,
Like,
that's why when we first reviewed this trailer, I said, I hope there's a lot of people on that boat. Because when they get to the island, I want there to be a lot of dino cannon fodder.
Yeah, that's what I want. I mean,
Yeah.
I want dinosaurs eating people.
Anyway, Chris, what do you think about the
ninjas.
spot?
It's fine. It's fine. It's dinosaurs. I'm not particularly excited. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm usually very pumped about stuff, but all of these trailers so far, I'm like, yeah, it's a movie.
This is the
fine.
7th Jurassic Park movie. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This
Feels
just-
that way too.
Yeah, it feels. Like,
Yeah.
There's just not something exciting about this to me aside from the cast.
Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's episode, PrizePicks. All right, sports fans, All-Star Weekend is almost here, and if you're not on PrizePicks, you're seriously missing out. It's the easiest and most fun way to turn your basketball knowledge into real money. With over 10 million users already playing, why not you? PrizePicks is a skill-based daily fantasy game. You just pick more or less on player projections. You think Steph Curry's hitting more than 5 threes or Giannis dropping more than 35 points? Make your picks in under 60 seconds, and if you hit, you could win up to 1,000 times your cash. Ann and I have been using PrizePicks on football all year, but now we're switching over to basketball, and we like Jason Tatum getting more than 29 points. And now that Luka Doncic is on the Lakers, I'm going to take over on 8 assists. And the best part is, even if you miss one pick, PrizePicks Flex Play lets you still cash out. And hey, don't forget about Taco Tuesday. Each week, PrizePicks discounts select player projections by up to 25%, giving you even more chances to score big. Download the app today and use the code CAMPEA to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app today and use that code CAMPEA to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. All right, let's move on to the 6th. The one that surprised me the most, and it's not really a trailer because I don't suspect any of this is going to be in the movie,
No.
but the Super Bowl spot for Lilo and Stitch. Stitch?
Snitches
It's a crime movie. Lilo the Snitch.
Stitches.
I gotta tell you, man. When it first started, the thing running around in the field, I thought, is that like a remote control car? And then the camera gets closer. I'm like, oh my God, that's Stitch. I thought this was adorable. This is another movie that I didn't have a ton of enthusiasm about, but every time they put out a new little spot, and we still haven't seen anything from the movie.
I know, right?
No.
It's just Stitch. But I'm telling you what, I'm getting on board with wanting to see this little guy. This little guy in this movie. I thought this spot was adorable. Chris, what did you think about it?
I thought it was so precious. I loved it. It kind of reminded me too. The original Lilo and Stitch advertising campaign was Stitch just showing up in different Disney trailers.
Disney stuff, yeah.
And it was so precious. And I thought this was a really great harkening back to that.
Rob, what do you think about it?
Same thing. I mean, it's clever. I thought it was fun. And look, I'm actually looking forward to seeing how this works in live action, to be honest. I mean, I think Lilo and Stitch is a great movie. I think it's a classic. And while do I object to it getting remade like everything else in live action? Yeah, because the movie, I mean, you're not going to better it.
No, it's precious.
But this may be, I mean, as call it an announcement trailer. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
The trailer's pretty good. You
All
can't
right.
night. It puts a smile on your face.
Next one up, again, another one that dropped earlier, but the official launch of it was the Super Bowl. Megan 2.0. Again, like Lilo and Stitch, not footage from the movie, but it's just the doll saying, I'm back, sort of thing. It's like slaying in whatever the release date is, something like that. You know what? Effective. I thought it was effective. People liked Megan 2.0, or Megan. I did too. Surprisingly, I liked Megan. I had fun with it. And this was an effective kind of an announcement teaser. Because, listen, the showstopper for Megan is the doll. And so they just featured the doll. Again, it's not going to move the needle a lot, but I thought it was pretty effective. What did you think about the spot, Rob?
It was fine. You know, I've heard that they're going to take the T2 route, make her like good fighting against a cadre of like evil dolls. I don't like that. I don't want her to be good.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't mind bad fighting bad, but is still bad. But
Yeah,
I don't want her to suddenly become a hero.
No,
Yeah.
man. I want her to be her. Be free, Megan.
Chris, what did you think about the spot?
I mean, I still haven't seen the first Megan, so I went,
Really?
okay. Yeah,
For some reason, I thought you did.
everyone tells me that I love it,
You
and
right.
I need to see it, and I know I need to. So
It's
this
a kind of horror movie that I think you could appreciate
it
still.
feels kind of like Tucker and Dale adjacent,
A little
comedy
bit.
horror, which I love. That's a genre that I really enjoy. But I just served as a reminder of, oh yeah, I still need to watch all of that movie. I've only seen parts of it. I need to watch the whole thing.
All right. Next one up. One of the rare times, although a brilliant move, they dropped a 30-second spot, a teaser for a trailer at the Super Bowl for How to Train Your Dragon, advertising that the full trailer is not out now. No. They did this right. They let everybody else get lost in dropping their trailers today. We're announcing the drop of the full trailer on Wednesday, so everybody can talk about the other ones first, like Thunderbolts. How to Train Your Dragon. I was very happy with the first little teaser they put out for How to Train Your Dragon. I loved this. I thought I love the voice. I love the animation. You know what? I didn't think they would make the dragons, like when we saw the other dragons, I didn't think they'd make them look like they did in the movie. They made them look like they did in the movie. And it totally worked. I loved it. And I know when the aerial scenes started happening in the original animated thing, you do good aerial scenes, whether it's Superman flying through the sky or it's jets flying through the sky or dragons flying through the sky. I get really moved. And when we see him soaring through the sky with that music, dun, 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 that music's going, I was getting goosebumps, and it's just the 30-second spot. I loved this spot. So sign me up for the How to Train Your Dragon one. Rob, what did you think about it?
Well, this is a great franchise. These movies are great. And, I was a little dubious about this, to be honest. And seeing this, I mean, look, it's just 30 seconds or whatever it was. But like you, I'm like, this might work. This might work.
Chris, what do you think about it?
I thought it was very charming, but the people I was watching with had very mixed reactions.
Really?
Some of them loved it, and others went, it looks like they're cosplaying How to Train Your Dragon. To which I said, what do you want from this? I went, well, it just looks like for a shot-for-shot remake from this trailer. Okay, what do you want then?
Yeah, what are you asking
and
for?
no one could tell me what they actually wanted, but it was just, it just looks like the cartoon. Okay.
And when it doesn't, people complain.
Yeah, it just was this great reminder of people just can't be happy sometimes. And I know I'm one of those people, Jurassic Park, but I think this looks charming.
All right. A couple more we're going to touch on here. The Mission Impossible spot. Again, listen, they're coming off of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, which did not do as well as they were hoping for. I still thought it was a very good movie, not one of the best Mission Impossible movies, but I thought it was very, very solid. This is a good trailer. And you know what? I think we're going to see, one of my buddies watching the Super Bowl with, because you see at one point, he's hanging onto a red plane. And then in this shot, he's hanging onto a yellow plane. Are we going to see Tom Cruise jump from one plane to another mid-flight? I'm thinking yes. Again, I like it. And they really focused in on, why am I freezing on the name of the Mantis actress?
Palm Clementif?
Palm Clementif.
Yeah.
This, folks, she was one of the best characters in the last movie. They give her a little bit more focus on her. She's clearly joining Ethan's team in this. I don't think it's as good as the How to Train Your Dragon spot or anything, but I thought it was a good trailer for this Chris, what did you think about the Final Reckoning trailer?
I'm so negative today. It didn't move the needle for me in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, no.
I was just like, oh yeah, that movie's coming out. I'm just so tired of a lot of these franchises. I don't know. Get me more excited.
Rob, what did you think?
I'm gonna I gotta go with Chris on this. Only
Really?
because-
Wow, I
only
thought you guys
because-
would have liked it more.
But here's the thing. I liked what I've seen, but to me it's if there's typical Mission Impossible, it's kind of what we're getting. You know what I loved in Mission Impossible? Like I love Rogue Nation and Fallout. I want more character stuff. I like when the villains are talking or monologuing or talking, you know, and this shots are great, but now we know by the time we get to the scenes with the biplanes in the movie, we will have seen them in every spot, every poster, everything. And by the time you get to the actual cool stunt, it's like, yeah, just what I expected.
All right, then the last one to touch on here, F1 dropped a new spot. And okay, look, let's just call it what it is. I think, what was the one based on the video game, the car racing movie based on the video game?
Gran
Speed?
Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
Okay.
I ended up liking that movie more than I thought I would. And it
Yep.
was the first time, listen, there have been good car racing movies. And I'm not saying Gran Turismo is as good of a movie as some of the other car racing movies, but it's the first car racing movie that I actually felt immersed in the action of the car race. Like I felt the thrill. Like even in much better movies, like the one that Chris Hemsworth is in,
Rush.
Rush. Thank you. That's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Much better movie than Gran Turismo, but I never felt the rush. I never felt the thrill of being in there. In Gran Turismo, they did a pretty good job of making me feel that. And this having the same director as Top Gun Maverick, with actually bringing you as the audience member into the car. Watching this is great, but here's my critique. The last little teaser they put out for it was also all quick visual shots, no dialogue. And then they did it again. Gonna start to need giving us a little bit more.
Yeah.
But again, I gotta say, even though I'm not into car racing at all, never have been, I'm kind of really excited about this movie. Chris, what do you think about it?
Yeah, this was more of the same, but I'm excited about this film. My dad races cars. And so
I never knew that.
Yeah. Jeff Carr, when he retired, started jumping into Formula One vehicles, which is wild because he's 6'3". And so he just kind of like hunches into these things.
Wow.
He's fun. My dad's so cool. But I'm really excited about this. I love how it does put you in this kind of immersive state while you're watching the film as well. And I'm hoping that that's what this is like, is that we feel like we are in the car itself. It looks really exciting.
Rob?
I thought the photography in this is amazing. I mean, I grew up watching Grand Prix and Le Mans, the movies, and then give me any movie with car chases, whether it was Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, whether it was Vanishing Point, Two Lane Blacktop. I grew up loving car race movies, and I watched F1 stuff when I was a kid. The photography in this is insane. I mean, I think a lot of people don't. To me, it was jaw dropping, and I know it's quick, but I can't wait to see what they've done with these car races. I can't wait. I'm very excited.
And it does, I mean, granted, it's from the same director, but it really does feel very Top Gun Maverick, only on the ground.
And to be, John, I want to say everything that I would want from the Fast and the Furious franchise in terms of car chases, which is why I love the movie.
Yes.
They've removed all the reality. This has taken reality of car racing and used photography to accentuate. So it looks, I can't wait to see this movie.
All right, guys, question is for you. What did you think about the spots we had on the Super? By the way, should be mentioned here, noticeable by its absence, there was no Superman spot. I was truly expecting instead we got James Gunn dropping a little thing on social media. Is that what you were about to
I was
mention?
going to say, because he went Puppy Bowl.
Oh yeah, with the Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion spot. Did you see the Nathan Fillion spot?
Oh, that's good.
There's only one bowl that matters,
Yeah.
and it's Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner with the bowl cut. Okay, that was gold. That was pure gold. But anyway, what did you guys think about the lineup we had this year? Whatever you think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.